The girl simply wanted to find a quiet, secluded corner to finish reading her book in peace. But her cousin John brutally shattered that tranquility. He snatched the book from her hands and hurled it violently at her forehead. Blood trickled down her pale cheeks as she roared in fury and lunged at her cousin John, using every ounce of her strength to wrestle with him. Her screams alerted the servants and her aunt inside the house, who rushed over to pull her from the chaos and dragged her to the Red Room. She desperately pleaded not to be locked in there, but no one cared about the truth of what had happened. No one would listen to an orphan's explanation. Her anguished pleas fell on deaf ears. Finally, she rushed frantically toward that cold door and crashed into it, immediately losing consciousness and collapsing to the ground. That day, she was cast into hell, but it was also the day she began to learn resistance. Jane's defiance finally convinced her aunt to send her away to charity school. Soon after, on a winter morning, Jane finally left. She arrived at the fabled charity school full of hope and anticipation. But what greeted her was not the dawn of freedom. It was the harsh slap of reality. That day in the classroom, a girl was brutally beaten simply for a moment's distraction. Standing nearby, Jane was so frightened that she dropped her writing tablet. For this, she was ordered to stand on a stool and be displayed before the entire school. In that moment, she felt as though she were pinned to a pillar of shame. Her world collapsed once again. Even as the sun set, no one dared approach her. Only the blonde girl who had been whipped earlier quietly placed a piece of dry bread beside her hand when no one was looking. That was the first time she felt a glimmer of warmth. She was only 10 years old. Despite living with the utmost caution, she was always covered in wounds.